Welcome to the TESOL Market course about how to use and integrate Prezi Next in our teaching practice. In this video, I'm going to show you the software's general features and how we can practically add content and animations. Why should we learn to use Prezi Next? This is a very easy question to answer. Thanks to Prezi, we can teach, we can motivate, and we can inspire our students. So let's see how it works. Prezi works like our brain. It is very intuitive and very fast and easy to learn. Before making a presentation with Prezi, you should always plan your activities on paper first, so that you can organize, you can arrange the contents better. Now, let's see one of the possibilities that you have while using Prezi. This is a picture, but you can't see the whole picture. You can choose where to start, that's to say a point in the picture, and then you can move and you go somewhere else. So you choose where to go. At last, you give the overall view of the picture, and by using this procedure, you can tell stories and you can create engaging lessons. Prezi's favorite browser is Google Chrome, so if you want to avoid any kind of problem while making a presentation, you should use Google Chrome. After opening Google Chrome, you should go to www.prezi.com, and this will be the home page. Then here you go to Inizia, and since we want to register by using our institutional email address, the one that contains istruzione, we should click on Scopri di più. And then from there, you will get your Edu standard choice. Click on Continua, and then you go to Verifica studente insegnante. Here you can type your institutional istruzione email address and then click on Verify. The problem here is that you will have a form to fill in, and the last window in this form asks you for your school website address. Since most of the schools don't contain the word istruzione inside of them, then you will have to type this website address, which is the one you have to check your institutional email. So this is the Istruzione website. If you don't want to use your institutional email account, you can also use a normal one. But of course, you won't be able to get an Edu account on Prezi. You only need to choose base when you start the procedure and click on Continua. Then, of course, you will get presentazioni illimitate, unlimited presentations, but you won't have the possibility to keep them private. Normally, presentations can be very boring, and we we sometimes fall asleep, okay, while we are listening to someone presenting and using a PowerPoint, for example. So how can we make our presentation so interesting that our students are like this? There are some general rules, I mean rules valid for every software, for every presentation, and there are some Prezi rules. Let's start with the general rules. First thing, use a simple background. A color is perfect. Then be careful, because the size of the character you are using and the kind of character you are using is really important. So choose a big size and a right color. If you are working, for example, on a light background, choose a dark color for your character and vice versa. Another thing, do not write too much because your students would have to read a lot and would get bored after a few lines. So please don't write too much, but try to use short sentences and keywords. Now let's talk about Prezi rules. They are very important, especially because they make your presentation interesting, successful. The contents layout is really important, and I suggest you should follow a linear pattern from left to right or a circular one. Then to give a coherence, okay, then it is important the balance of content, because you can't use too many images or too many videos or too much text. Balance is really important in this sense. And then later I will tell you something more about these pictures. Then another thing, pay attention to animations, because on Prezi you can zoom in and zoom out and rotate. You can do lots of things. But if these animations are very fast, the risk is that you feel sick and your students feel sick with you as well. So please be careful. You can work on Prezi on the following by using the following devices: your personal computer and your laptop. You can't work on the presentations by using your mobile phones and your uh, tablets, because they are only viewers. They work as a remote control. You download the specific app called Prezi, of course, and then you can use them as remote controls and you can present your materials. So now I would like to create a new presentation with you. Just click on Nuova presentazione and you will be able to see a range of a number of templates. You can choose one of them, of course. Let's choose this one, Novice, and the software will give you the possibility of previewing the template. You can use the arrows here and then you can see if the template is okay for you. If you say that, if you think the template can work, you can use this template and the presentation is created automatically. Okay, just wait for a second that it creates, and then before we start I can show you here all the slides like in PowerPoint. So if you click on here you will have the panoramics, and then you will go to the main levels and then to the main topics and then subtopics here. So we are working on a template that looks like a real mind map, but this is something we will see later. Now let's go to the panoramics and I will show you how to cancel the contents we don't need, for example. So if I don't need business review, just click once on the text, the window is activated, and then you can simply press backspace and cancel. This is valid. Company name, only click once and backspace. So you cancel all the things you don't need. Paradox, I don't need anything here. So I can click once and cancel. I can click once and cancel. Look that I'm also deleting all the subtopics and the slides here, and only the panoramics will stay. Now let's insert the contents. First thing, the text. Insert text. Well, it's white here, so it doesn't work. We need to choose another color. Let's choose black, and here I will write text. Okay, now I can modify the text by choosing a different character, kind of character, and then I can resize the text like this, or I can resize it by using these two A's here, or I can make it bold, or italics. It isn't an option available for this kind of character, but I can use a background here using a background color, and then I can arrange the position of the text on the left, on the right, in the middle, and justify it. And then I can use bullets, but be careful, the bullets here are only dots, so don't think that you will have the possibility of choosing lots of bullets. There is only one possibility here. Let's go on. Another thing is that using this menu, which is very important, the menu inserisci, you can also insert images. If you click on immagine, automatically you will have the possibility of inserting images from your computer. But if you don't want to insert images from your computer, you have a very simple way to do that. Just go here and click on plus to open a new tab on your browser and search the web. You go to Google, google.com, and yeah, I tapped it wrongly, but it's okay. Good. And then you can search superhero PNG. Why PNG? Because the PNG pictures have a transparent background and the effect on your presentation is better. So let's go to the images. Let's select the image we like, such as this one, and then right click on the picture and select copy image. Then we go back to our presentation here. We click once on the presentation and then we press on our keyboard Ctrl V or Command C for the Mac users, and we paste the picture here. So let me write down with the text. Let's change the color as well. To paste, you need to press together Ctrl V or Command V for Mac users. So please notice that you can resize, you can move, you can do that, you can change it, okay, and you can create a background color here, okay, for everything, of course. And then as for the picture, if you click on the picture once, you activate the picture and you can resize it. Just put your cursor on the square here at the corner of the picture and then you can resize the picture. If you press together Command Alt for Mac or Control Alt for Windows, you see that the arrows will transform. Can you see that? And this means you can rotate the picture as well. So let me write you the choice. Insert text. Let's change the color. Okay. And then, oh yeah, the background color. I changed it. Oh, no worries. It's okay. Okay. So, Control plus Alt or Command plus Alt press together to rotate. Oops, sorry. Rotate. Okay, that's it. The next thing we are going to do is inserting a video in your presentation. First thing, we go back to the menu Inserisci, we select video, and we can see that a menu opens on the right side of the screen. Then we are given two options. The first one is that we can upload a file from our computer. And the second one is that we can embed a YouTube video in our presentation. Here, we should paste a link we can copy from the YouTube website. So how can we do that? First thing, we open a new tab here, and then we type into the web address window www.youtube.com, and then we search for the video we would like to embed in our presentation. For example, I can give Powtoon superlatives here, and then we have some choices. I would like to embed this one. Then I won't let it start, but I click on Condividi, and then I'm given the link I need to copy. I copy the link, then I go back to my presentation. I paste the link I copied here. Here it is, and then I click on Inserisci, and the video will appear in my presentation. And then I can move the video, I can resize it, and it's fantastic because I can stop the video. If I go to the presentation mode, I have the video here and the video starts. So that's it. Here is the video. The next step is inserting audio files. Well, it's bad news here because the audio files are not for free versions. So we won't be able to use audio files in our presentations as long as we use a free Edu account. But let's move on and let's talk about shapes, lines and arrows, and icons and symbols. In our presentations, we can use shapes, lines and arrows, and of course icons and symbols. Let me show how to do. You go to the menu Inserisci, you can select Forme, frecce, linee, icone e simboli according to what you need in your presentation, and then you can add them. You can resize them, you can change the colors, you can change the edge color, you can use different gradients, and so on. As for the lines and arrows, there are the same options. You can use different colors, you can bend the lines, you can move the arrows and the lines, you can do lots of things with them. And then you can add icons and symbols as well. You have from the menu Inserisci, of course, the choice, and you will get a right side menu here. And if you are working, for example, on a light background, you will choose for light Prezis and vice versa for dark Prezis if you are working on dark backgrounds. And then you will be able to choose all the icons you need to make your presentation impressive. We don't have many possibilities in Prezi. If we think of PowerPoint, for example, we have a lot of options there, but on Prezi, there aren't so many. But I can say that these few animations we have here are more than enough. Then, first thing, if you look at the top menu, you will find the animations here, and then you will click on them. You will get a right side menu with all the options you have. Here you add the animations if you click on plus, and then you can choose the kind of animation. Fade in, fade out, zoom in, or add zoom area. But of course we are going to examine to study them later. When we use the right side menu, I can also cancel the animation. I can change their order only by dragging and dropping the rectangles with the animations. And then we can animate groups of objects so that these objects can appear together at the same time or disappear, of course. And then I can also preview the animation by using the right side menu.